stock market bulls and bears. I am your host, Terry Tillman, aka Mr. LCA, guys. That is right. And now I am the official mayor of Gnogville, guys. And we got a lot of stuff to cover today, but real quick. First thing I'm going to cover is the Robinhood portfolio update. Then I have some news on LCA we're going to get into. Then we're going to talk about one of my new favorite plays that I just got into today with the SmileDirectClub, ticker symbol SDC. So guys, we're going to have a jam-packed video today. So I hope you guys are ready for this video. So let's get right to it. First here, I just want to do this first part because I want to celebrate with all my Golden Nugget family, guys. And we're just going to look over these portfolio gains. And if you noticed, I have a big jump in the account. And that's because I sold my options contracts today. And if you noticed on Wednesday, guys, the price shot up after hours. And as my man Cjaw said, options contracts do not update after hours. So when I logged on this morning and we went live, I was like, holy smokes, man. My options contracts was through the moon. So I did what was best. I sold the options contracts, took all my gains. Look at that buying power I have now, guys. $1,270.68 buying power. And I did spend $101 of that today, and I will show you that later in the video. This is why I've been covering Golden Nuggets since July, guys. For these kind of gains that we are seeing now. I've been covering this since July. I've been covering this over 4 months. And if you look at my chart, that one day, look at that shoot up there. We're up another $703, up over 20% today. Basically, $750 in the one day. The 1 week, guys, I'm up over $1,500, up 55%. And if we look here at the 1 month, check that out, up $1,971. We are up 81%. The 3 month is pretty much similar, up $1,842, up 72%. And if you look at the 1 year, look at that chart, man. So as you can see, if I go back here to when I first started, I physically, in my own money, put $2,460 in this Robinhood account. And now, guys, we're worth $4,378. I still have options calls. I have my shares still. And I never had this much buying power in my life, guys. So like I said, we're a smaller portfolio building up. So for me to have over $1,000 in buying power is really crazy. So I'm looking for options deals and I'm looking for a dip in the stock market. So I'm going to hang on to a lot of this buying power because the market's been going up like crazy. So we're waiting for a dip in the market to put this buying power to use. So that is the plan on that, guys. Let's get in here to the first part we're going to get into is, guys, we have an SEC filing. That is right. So that is pretty big news. Again, we got an SEC filing. It seems like they're trying to get the vote ready for the official vote of Gnog to be changed for the shareholders and stuff. So if we get in here and click it, it's the filings of a PRER 14A, literally just done today. That's right, 11/27. And if we go in here to these documents, they have stuff here, you know, nothing really too important there. It just talks about how they have a meeting for you to attend, but we still don't have a date yet. So I'm thinking that this is what they sent to the SEC for them to come back and tell them what they want to do on picking a merger vote date. So I think that is exactly what this is. So I think this is really good news. And if for some reason, if I'm wrong, please comment down below, guys. But here's these charts again. We saw them before. We know we had that amendment a while back, but now we think that this is going to be for the vote of getting this merger ready to go. And as you can see here, if I can get this up right, there we go. So let me move my big head. There we go. So preliminary copy to subject of completion for the meeting, special meeting in lieu of the 2020 annual meeting of stockholders and Lancadia Holdings. The undersigned hereby appoints Richard H. Elm and Stephen L. Synthal, the proxies of each of them independently, with the full power of substitution and proxies to vote all the shares of common stock of Lancadia Holdings 2, or LCA, to be undersigned entitled to the shares of the special meeting of the 2020 stockholders company to be held. So I think this is what it is. And we know Richard and Stephen are both part of the LCA. Richard was a part of that meeting they had in New Jersey that got passed. So, guys, we got the SEC filing. I think that's really huge. I think they're trying to get this. New Jersey gave them the approval. Now they have to submit it to the SEC. And I think that's what they did here with this SEC filing to get an official merger date in with the SEC filings themselves. So I think that's what this is. It may take another week or two for the SEC to get back to them. But I think that's really great news. And look at the market cap here today. Yes, sir, we are on the roll right now. I told you months ago this was going to hit over $1 million, guys. I think I was doing videos on this. Oh, I don't even remember what the market cap was, but it was under 500 million. This thing was like 300-400 million market cap. I don't know. What was this market cap back in July when I started covering this? But there in like August and September, I think, was really lows. Maybe even a little bit of October, man. When this stock was down $11 and $12 and people was selling off. And I was telling all my Golden Nugget family, the Gnog gang, do not sell out. Buy that dip, man. Buy the dip. And now it's paid off. And a few weeks ago, I told my viewers as well, all you guys, to pick up those options contracts. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the gains that I made on those options contracts. And guys, look at the market cap we are at here today. This is just beautiful. $790 million market cap. It says here we ended at after hours at $20.31 a share. That is just truly amazing. And now it's updated here on Yahoo Finance. Right there's the article where Landcady Holdings 2 obtains New Jersey regulatory approval. So there it is, guys. Official now. It's all good to go. That is exactly what we want to see. We want to get that Gnog ticker symbol because, yes, I might have sold my options, but I am not selling my shares because, you know, options contracts lose a little value every day if the stock doesn't gain momentum. So this stock, I knew it was going to take off because I believed that the meeting was going to go good, and the meeting went perfect. We got the vote yes, and I took all my gains on those options, and now it's in my buying power to put to work, whether it's going to be more LCA shares if it dips or other stocks that I think I could put this money into. So you're watching myself grow along with you guys. If you're following what I'm telling you, we're all here to make some money. I literally almost doubled this money that I put in this account on a small little account. It's really hard to double your money on a smaller account, man. It's really tough. But if you pick the right stocks and you believe in it like I do, you can get there, man. So, all right. Another good thing to keep you guys motivated on LCA as we get here to it, guys, is look at this here. There is still people on the Fintel website purchasing in. Last time I covered this, guys, was on the 20th. And if you look down here, it's when Bets bought into it, the Round Hill Sports Betting and iGaming ETF. They bought 170,000 shares. And there was this other place here. It was at MXMTX. They bought 5,000 shares. But on the 24th, guys, this Royce Smaller Companies Growth Fund bought 30,000 shares. And then we got this Dire House Event Driven Fund. They previously had 56,450 shares. And now they have 79,200 shares. So they bought roughly around 22,000 or so more shares. So they're increasing their position. And here today, we got another filing on the Fintel website from EQ Advisors Trust. They literally bought 25,601 more shares. Yes, sir. So we got people still buying in now that we are more official. We're going to start seeing some more big dogs coming in here on the Fintel website. Now that once that ticker symbol changes, get ready. Because the stocks are going to hit closer to $30, man. And we're going to be getting close to doing that wheel strategy. It's coming. It is coming. So, guys, now we're going to get into and talk about my next options play that we're going to get into. And you guys can join in with me if you would like. But let's get into that options play. So, if I go back here, man, that account, I just never would have thought this account would look, well, I knew it would because I'm going to lie to you. I knew this account would look that good because I believed in Golden Nugget. You guys know, man, I've been the mayor preaching Golden Nugget for a long time. And now it's time that we still keep what we got in Golden Nugget, but we venture out into the next stock that is possibly going to get us some gains. And this next stock, guys, is I think going to be SmileDirectClub. I think this is a little bit of a sleeper stock. I think this is going to be a sleeper. So I didn't want to go in since I got all that buying power, guys. I didn't want to go blow it all and buy a bunch of shares. So what I did was, as you can look here, I bought an options contract. So this is the options play I'm giving you guys. On Monday, when the stock market opens back up, check out this option play, ticker symbol SDC, SmileDirectClub. On today, after I sold all my options on LCA, took those huge gains, I decided to go back in on my next options play, and I picked a January 8th, 2021 expiration date. My average cost I paid for this contract was $101. I bought this on the dip today. And look at today's return. I'm already up $11, up 10.89%, which of course, since I bought it today, my total return is the same as today's return. I'm up $11, up the same 10.89%. And down here it is. I paid $1.01 per each share contract, so I spent $101. And right now I'm already up to $112, so I'm already up 10% on one day on that investment. I saw this thing. I honestly thought SmileDirectClub, guys, was going to go down. I mean, I thought SmileDirectClub was going to go up. I'm sorry. But I saw this thing going down, and I'm like, oh my God. I literally got to take my money and put it to work on this thing on the dip. And I tell you what, if this thing dips more, I may buy some shares if it gets down into the 11s. And if it gets down to the 11s, I may pick up another options contract on SmileDirectClub because I have a feeling here in the next month or so that we could get some good news, which is a lot of great news on SmileDirectClub. Let me go to here and show you guys. If we go here to the Yahoo Finance, it has a $4.7 billion market cap, guys. I'm sorry, $billion market cap. And as you can see here, look at all these great news. 4 days ago, Motley Fool posted, why SmileDirectClub stock is jumping today. They partnership with MetLife. Big news. If we go down here to the next one, right there, they also said SmileDirect partners with MetLife. Right there is the big news. Here they got SmileDirectClub launches foundation to empower those navigating transitions. Lots of great news. Here, SmileDirectClub partners with Unified Smiles. A lot of great news on this stock. And it's just I just have a good feeling about this stock, guys. I think this is going to be one that's under the radar. It's a teeth stock, orthodontic stock. Not too many people is going to be looking at an orthodontic stock. But as you know, they are like a third of the price of the Invisalign. So I think this one here has a chance. And so, yes, I am risking, there's a little disclaimer with the options. I am risking $101. If this thing doesn't move and it stays where it's at, I'm going to lose my $101. So I am willing to risk the $101 for a chance of this thing to go up, just like Golden Nugget did, by January the 8th, so we can capture some gains. So we will see what happens. But if this thing can take off, this $101 could be worth $200, $300, $400. I don't know, but I'm willing to risk $100 for a chance to win $300 or $400 on this bad boy in the future. And also, I went on here and looked, guys, which is really great information. I went on to the SmileDirectClub Fintel and looked at how many, look at this, institutional buyers, 128 institutional buyers, open positions is 51. And this here honestly blew me away. I thought some of the LCA numbers were big of people buying LCA stock, but man, there are some big institutions buying some SmileDirect stock right now, and it's truly amazing. If you look here on the 27th, this Vanguard small cap growth just purchased 1.2, they have 1.243 million shares, guys. This one right here, this one below it, they just bought 4,500 shares. These are all on the 27th today. This Vanguard Extended Market Index Fund, they have a total of 1.076 million shares, guys. Like, this is crazy. If we get out here even to the 25th, this Growth Opportunities Fund bought 80,000 shares. If we get out here to the 24th, look at all these November shares that people bought. I'm just going to go down these shares here. I'm not going to read you the companies, but This one company here bought 181,000 shares. This next company on the 24th bought 428,000 shares. This other company just bought 947,000 shares. This other company bought 820,000 shares. Another company, 226,000 shares. Another company, 726,000 shares. And that's only going back to the 18th, guys. To the 18th. And today's the 27th, so we ain't even 10 days in. And it has to be like, I don't know, 5 million or 10 million shares that was purchased on the Fintel website. So there is a lot of, if you see here, these ETFs, growth funds of people buying SmileDirect stock. So I'm hoping that that gives us a little bit of good insight that you see a lot of people buying it and a lot of growth ETFs are buying it. So I think that's good for us to get in SmileDirect now. Why it's down almost to $12. It's $12 and change. So get in there, look at the options contract. I suggest you get the one I have, but if you want, guys, you can get the one that suits you. I preferred this one. I like to have about a month and a half in this options contract to see what happens. It gives me time for the stock to move because it's one that people don't really know about. So just wait till this thing gets out on YouTube more. This thing is going to go up, and I think we're going to get another decent little return on this options contract. May have to pick up 10 shares or something just to build a small position and see how it goes. So now we're going to get in here, guys, to, yes, I did cover that with you. Now we're going to get in here to some stuff that I have here on the options contract, guys. And as you can see here, this one here is going to be a little crazy. So, oh, hang on. So, these, I took screenshots literally right before I executed to exercise selling these options. I sold these options to close on Robinhood, and they instantly got filled, and they put the money right into my buying power, which was phenomenal. And this screenshot here is going to show you, I took a screenshot literally, guys, right before I did it. And this basically shows what I did. This was a $160 purchase that I did back on November 23rd. So guys, I held this contract for 4 days. 4 days I held this contract. Wait till you see the gains I made on this LCA option in 4 days. And I told you guys to get in on it. And I was reading the comments and people said they bought in. So I hope you guys are going to take some profits on these options. Keep your shares, but sell the options. Take some profit off the table. Take it, because now you'll keep that buying power for if there's a dip in the market, we have money to spend. I have about right now, was that 25% cash sitting in the account. I have never had that much cash of buying power in my account, which is truly amazing to have that much buying power. And I'm not here to brag, guys. I'm here to congratulate everyone that followed my tools, that picked up those options contract or has picked up shares, and we're enjoying the gains that we've been on for 4 months now on LCA. So when I took the screenshot, this LCA was $19.84. It was an expiration date of December 18th. It was a $15 strike price. I paid $160. Let's get in here to what I ended up doing with it. So here it is. We're going to get this blown up. Look at this, guy. This is crazy. So actually, when I actually executed it, the price was $19.95. And as you can see, it was the $160. And look at those total returns. $380 profit, up 237.5%, guys. Held this contract for 4 days. So I bought it for $160 and I cashed it in roughly for about $540 in 4 days. Made a 237% increase. So I know you guys that bought options have to have them. And if you can get these options contracts, guys, sold over 20. But if you plan on hanging on to them, go ahead. I just wanted to get some buying power into my account because, you know, options contracts lose a little money over every day. So I'm happy. I'm not getting greedy on my options, but my shares I am keeping. I have no intentions of selling my shares. I still have my, I think I have 240 200. 245 shares now is what I have of LCA between my Fidelity and Robinhood account. So there's that first gains, man. That is impressive. So when I saw that, when that updated this morning, I literally was like, woo! Because I just would have never thought that we would get those kind of returns. I've never made this kind of money on options, so I don't really do options, but they say, Terry, if you believe in LCA and Golden Nugget, get options, man. And I tell you what, that was a great $160 invested in 4 days, turning into $540. So now we're going to get into my next play that I did here, guys. And if we go here to it, this is the big one here. So this here is going to show you what I did. So this is the one that I had that was a $195 strike price, and it was a $15 strike expiring February the 19th. And as you can see, when I took that screenshot, the share was $20.09. And literally, if we go here to the next screenshot, and here we go, guys, we're getting pulled up. So from when I went in to look at it next, the next one, it was $20.05. And I looked at that market value and I was like, woo-wee! $700 market value, guys. I think I purchased this back on it was the 11th or 12th of November or the 14th. I think I had this this options contract for like 2 weeks, maybe 15 or 17 days. I had this options contract. So I paid $195. I sold it for $700, guys. And it was a total return of $505, up 258.97%, over 250% returns in a little over 2 weeks. That is huge for someone like me that doesn't have a lot of money, but you can put $100 or $200 into something and make it like triple your freaking money in a matter of a short period of time. And that is what I'm here to hope to do, you guys, on this next options play with SmileDirectClub. Now, as a disclaimer, it's always a risk when you're in options. That don't mean we're going to win this options. Let's say options is risky. People lose a lot of money in options, but you got to be willing to risk a little money in order to make a little money. You know, so your options contract, yes, I'm willing to risk $101 for a chance to make $200, $300, $400 on this money. And we're going to see what happens with this SmileDirectClub. We're going to keep up to date on it. And I'm real excited about it. And if we go back here to the portfolio, guys, I wanted to kind of show you here kind of how it was. As you guys saw, if you look here, I had in $2,460 of my money. Now this wasn't all at once, guys. As you know, if you follow me, this was me adding 100 here, adding 200 here, adding 100 here, 200 here. That's what that was. That was me literally adding since March when I started this account. And there was a point, guys, when I was investing and I was actually down money. I mean, that is pretty crazy. I would never would have thought that with me having that kind of money, there was a point there where I'm down 3%. I'm down $76 in September 24th, guys. So we're like 2 months ago, I was down on my investment. I was down. And if we even scoot up here a little bit, started to get up a little bit, but if we even go down to here before this thing took off, even right here, on October the 30th, not even a month ago, there were so many people upset about LCA and thinking this is a waste, and here I'm promoting a stock that's not going to go anywhere. But I kept telling you guys that I believe in LCA, and I'm not going anywhere because I know we're going to make our money. And what happened next, guys, as you see on that chart, it is to the freaking moon and beyond right there. So all that hard work we put in since July, it literally started to pay off right around there, around November 18th and the 23rd. And it's been going up ever since. So around that November 18th, we've been on this, guys. It's so funny. We've been covering this stock on my channel. I went back to my first video. The first video I ever put up on my stock market portion of this channel was July 24th. The mayor's birthday, July 24th. That's right. That was my very first ever LCA video on LCA Golden Nugget, July 24th on the channel. I didn't have a webcam or nothing, but that was my very first video. And here we are still talking about it over 4 months later. And we finally got the gains that I told you guys from back then. Honestly, I thought we would have saw these gains a lot earlier, but we got the gains. So it don't matter how we got them, but we got them. And through that process, I listened to you guys. You guys educated me on warrants. You guys have educated me on options. We've been learning together as the Gnog family, the Gnog gang. That's right. So, guys, I hope you all really enjoyed this video. I know I blabbed on a lot, but it's just to basically say if you have your options, you could do what you want, but I suggest selling some options, taking your profits, and leave that buying power in your account for the next play that we find. Maybe if you want to get in that SmileDirectClub options contract, you can join me in it. We'll see what happens. We can lose, we can win. But I'm willing to risk $100. I'm willing to risk $100 on that SmileDirectClub. But, all right, guys, I will catch you in the next one. And remember to buy the dip. So, guys, baby, let's